What's up, everybody, and welcome. All right, so hammer-ons and pull-ups, basically the whole legato thing. I have some students that are learning this technique, and they are trying to incorporate it in their playing. And there's a couple of problems that are like a common thing among all my students that are trying it out. Some of them are rhythmic problems. They have a lot to do with the timing of the notes. But at the beginning, the most common problem that I see is that when they try to play something, the notes don't come out. They don't have enough strength in the fingers. So I want to address that issue, and then we'll go into the whole rhythm thing, and playing the notes evenly. So the first exercise I want to show you guys is aimed at reducing the amount of stress you have in your hands and overall relaxation of the arm and the fingers. Basically what you can do is play whatever you want with the left hand, right? What I recommend is playing this exercise, the normal spider exercise. While playing that, just a side note, remember to leave your fingers on the string. Don't go like this. Do not take your fingers, away. Just let them rest on the string. So play that, and use alternate picking here. Just play it as normal as you can. Normally the normal way to play that exercise, right? But do not press the strings with the left hand. Now that will sound weird. That might sound even wrong. But give it a try. So it should sound like this. Right? So you can still make out the notes you're playing, but it's not like that. But still, the notes are there. So I recommend starting out with this exercise. You can pretty much do whatever you want. If you want to play a solo, just go for it. But don't press the notes. So what I will do is that we'll force your hand. First of all, that will relax your hand a lot. It will feel kind of weird here, kind of tingly, and it will force you to relax your hand, but at the same time maintain control, right? Usually the way we play when we start playing is either we control our hand or we relax it, but we cannot do both at the same time. So this exercise will connect the whole relaxing and controlling thing. So again, what you want to do is you don't want to press the notes, but still play the exercise as perfect as you can, right? And don't be discouraged or afraid if it sounds bad. Just remember to move your fingers the way they should be moved, as if you were playing the exercise correctly. Anyways, so again, to summarize, do this exercise without pressing the notes. Right? If it feels weird, again, don't worry. It will feel, as I said, a little bit tingly, maybe here, and your fingers will want to press the notes all the time. And you will want to speed up, so try to control that as well, right? All right, so that would be the first thing, to kind of take the whole pressure and stress thing out of the equation. So you maintain control without all the pressure, without all the stress under your fingers, and that should allow you to move your fingers more freely, right? All right, so second thing. When you're trying to play hammers and pull-ups, it's not about pressure, right? Most people or most students that I have, they want to play a hammer and they go like, and they really press the string against the fretboard, and that makes no sense. Basically because you cannot create a sound just by adding pressure to it. So if I just lay my finger on the string and just press the string, it happens nothing. Nothing happens. It's makes no sense. So what you want to do is you want to hammer your finger against the fretboard. That's why they're called hammer-ons. You know, like literally imagine a hammer. Imagine you're hammering a nail to the wall. You don't go with the nail really slowly and you like press the nail against the wall and just like adding pressure. No, you really go all in with a lot of speed and accurate. What's the word for it? Accuracy. Excuse my English. So you go down with the hammer with speed and accuracy against the nail, and that momentum pushes the nail inwards. It's the same here. You don't need pressure, you need momentum. So the movement from your fingers should not come from this part of the finger, but rather there. It's like the knuckle. That's where the movement starts. And the rest of the finger doesn't move at all. So I'm trying to find a good angle to show to you guys. Hope this works. So basically what you're doing is you're not moving the finger like so. You're just literally moving from the knuckle downwards, and that's the movement you want. Obviously try to hit the strings with your fingertips. If you hit it with the pad of your finger, it will not sound as good. But it's basically that movement. So imagine your finger is a hammer and you need to add momentum to the finger for it to hit the note correctly. Anyway, so how that momentum looks like on the fretboard, it's like so. So I'm gonna change the angle here. Okay, focus. You see, so I'm not moving the finger like this. I'm keeping it round, and I'm just hammering the note with the movement starting on my knuckle. So that's what I want, right? Again, it's not about pressure, it's about speed and accuracy, momentum against the string. I'm pretty sure all of us, when we were at school and we were bored out of our minds, we were doing this on the table, right? It's exactly the same movement. So what you can actually do as an exercise is just put your hand on your table and start, hammering the hand with your fingers. That should work. All right, so that would be tip number 2. And for tip number 3, and this is about pull-offs. Do not, I know the name is pull off, but do not pull the string off, right? Don't go like, that doesn't work. So basically what you want is, imagine my hand is the string and my fist is the finger. So you press the string, right? Don't go like this. Don't pull the string downwards or upwards, because that will pull the string out of tune. It will sound like really aggressive, really bad. What you want to do is you want to grapple the string a little bit with the tip of your fingers, with the skin of the finger, and just pull it. Yes, it will be pulled downwards, but not that much, and you want to pull it backwards a little bit, right? So if the guitar is here, you go like this, and you kind of grapple the strings like so, right? So that's kind of the movement. I'm hoping this makes sense with all my hands. Again, that was my finger, this is the string, and the guitar is right here. Go like so, and you pull it backwards. So it's kind of a grabbing movement you need to do with your finger. And again, it's not necessarily a pulling off of the string, but rather, when this will be a very weird analogy, but bear with me. If you have a pet, just go ahead and you pet your pet. You cuddle him. I know the word in English for, if a dog was here, you would go like this with your hand, right? Let me know in the comments what the word for that is. But anyway, so that movement is a very delicate movement, It's, you're not trying to really go like, but it's a very delicate movement, and it's kind of a fluent movement as well. So imagine, again, very weird analogy, but that worked for me really well. Imagine the strings are a freaking cat or a dog or whatever. So you want to go ahead and pull the string a little bit, outwards, but at the same time, it has to be a very soft and delicate movement. So again, if this is my finger and this is the string and the guitar is right here, you want to go again like this, but not like, you know, don't pull the string really hard, but just like very softly try to move your finger away from it while grappling it with your tip. Everything I'm talking about right now is the way I learned it and the way I've practiced it for the past 15 years or so, and it's what has really helped me out to become a better player. Now, the way I explain it and the way I think about it is kind of weird sometimes. For example, pet a dog, but I hope that makes sense. All right, so continue on. That's for the pull-offs, and it should sound like this. You know, it's a very even. It's a very even and constant and fluent kind of sound, and that's what we want. Again, I'm not pulling the string downwards, and I'm not bending the string. That's also very important. And I'm not adding any pressure, right? It's very delicate. It's a delicate kind of a movement, kind of a technique. All right, so try and summarize what we have until now. This exercise without pressing the strings. Then we have the momentum kind of thing. You want to hammer the strings, not press the string. Do not add pressure or stress, but rather just hammer the strings with the tip of your fingers. And when you're playing pull-offs, just kind of pet the string and kind of try to grab it with the tip of your finger and pull it outwards, right? So that's basically the basic stuff, the fundament that we need for hammer-ons and pull-offs. And now the way we have to practice it, or at least the way I practice it and really improve my playing. And by the way, this is an advice that I got from my former teacher, Mr. John Holt from the LA College of Music. What he told me to do was to forget about pull-offs and try to play everything with hammer-ons only. So if we go like this, obviously we use hammer-ons, and if we go backwards, don't go like this. Do not use pull-offs, but rather use hammer-ons. Now that's hard, as you see. Right? But that really allows you to learn how to control your fingers, how to control this momentum idea that I had, and also how to control the rhythm of the fingers. Usually, also what happens when we're starting out with hammers and pull-offs is, rhythmically speaking, we go like this. So the first note and the last note are slower or longer than the note in the middle. And that's the rhythmic problem that I was talking about at the beginning. And playing everything with hammer-ons only really helps out with all the rhythm stuff, to stay in the pocket while playing hammers and pull-offs. And obviously practice with a metronome. Always try to stay in the pocket. Always try to play rhythmically correct, and always try to maintain even notes throughout all your exercises. You don't want notes that sound louder or quieter than other notes. You don't want notes to be not in the pocket. Try to play as perfect as possible when you're practicing. So that's pretty much it for today, I think. Let me know, you guys, in the comment below, or send me a DM or whatever with any questions that you have, any suggestions that you have. Again, if you have any suggestions about improving my videos, let me know. This is like the second video I've done in my life, so pretty new, and I'm open to any kind of suggestions. That's pretty much it. Alright,